chaos.
Bit of a strange choice. You'd think it would be a bloodthirster.
Yeah, especially, I don't know.
I mean, Nurgle's just tough. That's all it has, really.
Yeah, he has a lot of life and a lot of like weird tentacle-based abilities, but yeah, for just straight up damage and killing things, something. What did you say? What would you say it was called? A
bloodthirster.
Bloodthirster,
which has the axe support in the whip.
Yes. I don't know. Some of the design choices are a bit weird, but for the most part they work. I mean, I would have honestly assumed, like, for the Eldar that they would have gone for maybe a larger vehicle.
The waves. Is it the wave serpent they've got?
No, they have the Avatar of Cain.
Oh yeah, no, that's their biggest unit basically. That and the wave serpent. The wave serpent's their biggest vehicle, but isn't epic scale. And the Avatar of Cain is basically the personification. Is part of their god stored inside a body. But one of her gods.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a pretty big deal.
Do you know what was it? Shadow Strike? It's like a IG tank, I think.
Yeah. It's basically the Baneblade's heavy cousin.
Yeah, I was gonna say that might have been a better choice for the IG Super Heavy. I don't know. I mean, the Super Heavy choices are fine. We're getting sidetracked from this all-important mission here of destroying this Chaos Portal. So
yep, and having to go away and walk away and then attack other targets until you're done.
Yeah, they give you this little side objective here to destroy these Khorne summoning shrines, because as opposed to normal Khorne summoning shrines, these actually spawn an endless stream of bloodletters.
Yeah.
Normally bloodletters aren't really that big of a deal. They're basically glass cannons, but melee. So I don't know what the equivalent term for that would be.
No, it's glass cannon. So it's just the same idea. It hits hard, but it can't take the hits because it got a tenuous link to reality.
Yeah, but I've never heard of like a melee cannon. I don't know. Sidetrack. Stupid vernacular. But yeah, you basically want to make sure and get rid of these shrines, otherwise you're going to have a very steady stream of bloodletters just annihilating your guys. Thankfully, though, I try not to keep too many ranged units out for this particular map, just with the sheer number of melee guys that kind of just make your ranged guys pointless. So I just start popping out more and more knob squads, because I love them. I love knob squads. I try to have the most useless setup as possible by having knobs and Weird Boy. Because I like hurting my own guys with big bolts, and I like not being able to path properly with knobs.
Yeah, it was fun reading up about the Weird Boy warpheads, who are weird boys but get so used to being overloaded with quirky power that they end up getting addicted to it, just running off into the camps, blowing up huge chunks of it as they just get so excited.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird relationship that Orks kind of have with the warp. I don't really hear too often about Chaos Orks.
Well, it's not because it's not the warp. It's just their own psychic power. All of them are psychic in themselves.
Yeah, I keep on hearing very differing definitions of really all that a Wa is. Like,
well, the power of a Wa is a whole psychic thing. It's usually seen as distinct, and then the Wa itself is just a massive beat up on everyone they can possibly find. It's a massive crusade, basically.
Yeah, but like that Wa is, in the psychic sense, different from the warp. It's just like another psychic energy that they can use to detect things. Or
it's kind of an amusing thing that the Orks are technically like the Tyranids, a neutral species. That the only thing they care about is fighting. The Tyranids only care about eating. They're not really evil, and they're not good in any sense.
Yeah.
They're just out for enjoyment.
Yeah, they're assholes.
Yeah. As they used to say in the White Dwarf, they're basically the Warhammer equivalent of Scots.
Which I'm sure pleased Scotland.
Except for Cockney.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of equate them to just like a huge soccer riot. Like just barreling over the galaxy.
Yeah, it's a massive pub crawl as well.
Yeah. But yeah, we actually we finally got rid of all those shrines, and for our reward, we got I think it says Boss Banner. Boss Banner is I think it's basically a redeemable item that you can get the next upgrade for a particular squad. I don't think I think it's relatively new to this Dawn of War expansion, but I might be wrong. I'm trying to remember Chaos Rising the best I can.
I think it came up in Dawn and Dark Crusade and such. A bit of a war gear.
But yeah, for one last dick move before we destroy the portal, to make sure that you aren't standing in the main arena, that the portal decides to shit out a bunch of asteroids.
Do not let them escape.
And then just to make sure you are in the right place, the game teleports you back into the center of the arena and unselects everything.
Nice to see the Jolly Orc banner displayed there.
Yeah. Nice little dance of the teleporter beacon there. But yeah, now... Yeah, I was just going to say, now that we've gotten rid of the Chaos Portal, we can now go back to our teleporter beacon and get the hell off this planet. Because apparently Chaos was trying to harness the teleport beacon for something.
Well, the teleporters can punch through a warp if they're strong enough. Like that made the shot cannon. We used to fit snotlings through them. And they used to teleport into, I don't know, people's bodies, into the power coupling to the vehicle or the ammo feeds.
Yeah, it seems kind of weird. I don't really picture power as being universal. I figure there'd be some kind of conversion factor. You couldn't just...
Now this is a weird one. It's called a blood crusher, but it looks more like a juggernaut.
Yeah, it's honestly... I think I've actually seen fluff pictures of blood crushers, and it does look like it. It's basically a blood letter riding on the back of a horse. Well, no, really, it's more like a demonic dog, I suppose.
Also, kind of like that you have to destroy the summoning circles, which is one of the tabletop missions.
Oh yeah, the heretics worshipping.
Yep.
Yeah, whenever you're playing as Chaos, you basically have to pick a particular god to worship. So you make your main hero like an avatar of Khorne or Zanish or whatever, and that makes each one of the shrines do different things. You can actually, I think earlier on the stage we ran to a couple of shrines of Zanish, and those will make you invisible and shoot doom bolts, which are projectiles. Or the Khorne will allow you to I think.
Oh, we not get knocked down?
Yeah, I think so, and do more damage. And then I think the Nurgle one basically allows you to reinforce. But yeah, I might be mistaken. I didn't play too much in the Khorne or the Chaos campaign. Some of the moves were interesting, and then some of it was just kind of blah.
Yeah, but not the boys. And the boys are the essential part.
Yeah, boys are always a good thing, stomping and slaughtering everything on their way to go back and get a very special box.
I'm loving every single second of it.
Yeah, actually that one particular box right there can be easily overlooked, because for the most part war gear is only really dropped from enemies or given as rewards at the end of the level. That particular box is the only box in the entire campaign that actually has a piece of war gear in it. And I think it gave you Daka's Master Blaster or something like that. Something Daka over and over again. But yeah, we're actually almost to the end of the level, and they decide to throw one more little hurdle in our way. I'm just trying to amass my troops together to do one large, very congested push. As you can see, knobs are good. Knobs are good for pathing. Just all trying to shove up into this one little tiny hole.
Can't be helped though, but I mean they're absolutely huge.
Oh yeah, especially with Blood Flag getting in there, it's just congested.
A lot of big guys.
The good thing is that they do not, like knobs and Captain Blood Flag do not take damage. Like, that dreadnought was just whatever, and these,
What we smashing next?
those noise marines were just a joke. But yeah, that is the end of the exciting level. I want to thank Corvus Moore for joining me for this level.
Cheerio.
Yep, and we'll see you next time.